Hi guys, it's InstantTrain. I can't believe it. I recorded all the questions in Audacity, and then the file corrupted. I had to delete it. Then I recorded a video of just me answering those questions, and then that video exploded too. So now I've got no videos, and I've done the Q&A video twice, and I'm losing my mind. So let's answer these one more time, and for the love of God, let's not lose the video file this time. I'm InstantTrain. You're my YouTube commenters. Let's answer some goddamn questions. GameboyAdvantage asks, which Famine Tracker song did you have the most fun making? I would say Scars of Time. It was a really economic puzzle to fit in all of the parts, all of the chords, and things like that. I didn't have any multi-chip at the time. I didn't use OCC, so I had to really struggle to make all of the voices speak as they should. Great question. JonesIndiana 55 asks, why you just the greatest ever? You're the greatest ever, Jones. I am not the greatest ever, so I should really be thanking you for all of that. Thank you for being the greatest ever. JamesRodgers asks, any big projects in the works? Yes, I'm currently working on an album, and I'm really excited about that. It's going to be all of my originals. I've remastered the songs. I've gone back and changed a few things, fixed a few mistakes, remastered them by hand with new parts. They're the same songs that you love, but they've some of them that have not aged very well have a new coat of paint over them, and you're gonna love the new versions. Trust me. I've had some people listen to them, and they love the way it sounds. So I just have to work out the PayPal information for receiving payment from multiple people with my account. I think it's a business class account, and then that'll be on its way, so stay tuned. Thank you for your question. Dr. WahWeePop 1 asks, when are you going to write me the love song that I've been waiting for months for? Also, what got you into using Famine Tracker over other sound trackers and sequencers? I can't write a love song for you guys because no words can describe the amount of love that I feel from my YouTube comment section. You guys are the best. What got me into using Famine Tracker? I grew up playing my uncle's NES. Grew up playing the old Nintendo because I loved the retro stuff as a kid. And I completely fell in love with that old sound, that Mega Man, that Contra, that Ninja Gaiden, that Castlevania. You know, a little bit of funk with really strong melodies and arpeggios and economic uses of your sounds. And I wanted to continue exploring that, so that's why I did it. Thanks for your question. QueenKrissu asks, congratulations for 700 subscribers, that's a big milestone. As for questions, what's a game you didn't expect to like but really ended up loving? Also, top 3 Love Live songs. As for questions, what's a game I didn't expect to like but ended up loving? Fire Emblem Awakening. I played a little bit of Radiant Dawn as a kid, got my butt kicked. I knew Martha and Roy were in Smash Brothers, and I didn't know anything about the franchise, but I got a 3DS recently and everyone told me, play Fire Emblem, play Fire Emblem. So I picked up a copy of Awakening, and oh my god. Turns out that if you want players to really care about their actions, have the repercussions involve the safety of characters that you care about. Who'da thunk? The cast of characters is incredible in Awakening. The music is incredible. The emotion in the story is just fantastic. The story supports are so great. By all means, play that game. It's in my top 3. My game of the year. I love it. Top 3 Love Live songs. Why are you gonna make me choose 3? Angelic Angel would be my favorite Love Live song. Start Dash is my number 2, and I'd say Majuka Dreamer is number 3, with Soldier Game being a close tie. I am not a fan of Sunshine. I did not like Sunshine at all. But Aquas has a fantastic group that got a really good song out of that. A rock ballad with Majuka Dreamer. So, first 2 are Muse, third one is Aquas, forgive me. But I like all of them, man. I like Korkar No Someday, I like Snow Halation, I like Bokataichi. Who doesn't love Love Live? How dare you make me choose 3 songs? PeefTube asks, what is Train? Baby don't car me, no more. I don't know how to answer that, but I could tell you how I got the name InstantTrain. I was making a Steam account, and I made the name Instant Rain instead, not Train. Because the song Instant Crush was playing on my computer, and it was raining outside, so I went with that. And then, as I played more TF2, people started to misread it as Train, so I bit the bullet and changed it to InstantTrain, and it stuck. All joking and memery aside, what's your favorite piece of music? My favorite piece of music is a piano piece by Joe Hisaishi called One Summer's Day. You guys probably know it as the theme to Spirited Away, which is my favorite movie of all time. If you can, try to go listen to the live version from, I think it's a Wish to the Moon concert series. That's my favorite version of it. And I'm gonna blow my nose, so give me one sec. Thank you. Sorry I'm back. I have some seasonal allergies, and the pollen is terrible around here. Dewey Newt asks, what's your favorite NES expansion chip to work with? In the past it was the MMC5, in the middle it was FDS, and nowadays it's VRC7. I love the sounds that you can get out of the VRC7, mostly because I'm a sucker for YM2612. So, yes, thank you. Jamazon asks, what's your favorite artist/bands? Okay, I'm gonna vomit a bunch of artists and bands on you, and you go listen to any of these if these tickle your fancy. Here we go. Koji Kondo, Nobuo Uematsu, Dean Evans, Tim Fallon, Chet Baker, Oscar Peterson, Count Basie, Metallica, Queen, Daft Punk, Fear of Dark, Team M12, Chibitek, King Crimson, Joe Hisaishi, Jerry Goldsmith, Yuki Kaizura. For the love of God, go listen to her. Yoko Shimomura, Alberto Gonzalez. Go listen to all those people that I just listed. I can't think of all of them, but they're all fantastic. Johnny Costa. All those people. If you want to be a better composer, listen to the best. Thank you. I love music. I love music so much. Oh, Sebastian Scaff, also the guy who's writing the music that you are hearing right now, the Katawa Shoji Piano Collection. AwesomeFriendsGaming asks, what inspired you to create music in the way you do? The old NES sound that I grew up with, and the desire to kind of, well, like, I had embellishments to it, you know? A lot of composers didn't have the luxury of a DPCM channel or expansion chips or anything, so I make the chiptune that, what chiptune sounds like in my heart is what you hear in the stuff that I make, I'd say. I want to work with limitations, but without restrictive limitations that limit my sound. You know, I'm fine with working with the way that chiptune is in terms of limitation, but I don't mind expansion, you know. I can get purity of sound without sacrificing volume or breadth of sound. Or maybe I should just work smarter. Rex Warden asks, addendum, who would you say are your inspirations in your development, and which examples of their works were most prominent in the development of your own style? That is the best question that I've ever seen in my life. Wow. Drink of water. Who would you say are your inspirations in your development, and what examples of their works? I can do this. Okay. I would say look up Corridors of Time by Yasunori Mitsuda from Chrono Trigger. Look up Diving from Waterworld by Dean Evans, and look up Sticker Brush Symphony and Mining Melancholy from Donkey Kong Country 2 by David Wise. And there you will find the root of my style, because they all are deeply atmospheric songs that create an emotional picture, but also have a catchy hook and melody that draw you in. That is me in a nutshell. That's what I try to do when I write. Charly, how long have you been using Family Tracker? Did you update it to the latest version? Can I send you my own Family Tracker projects? How long have I been using Family Tracker? About 2 years now. You guys will have to check my oldest videos, but I think it's about 2.5 years at this point. Did you update it to the latest version? I use 4.6 when I'm on the standard version, and I use the latest version of OCC when I'm on the fork. Can I send you my own Family Tracker projects? Of course you can, I guess. I don't know why you would, for like critique or something, I guess. InstantTrain@gmail.com. You guys can send me any Family Tracker files you want. Have fun with that. InstantTrain@gmail.com. Cosmic Gem asks, I am not reading that out loud. Who would you say is your favorite composer with Cosmic and Gem in their name? I can't think of a single one. Why would you ask me a question like that? I don't know any composers with Cosmic and Gem in their name. Terrible question. HEHEHE, I am a superstar SAGA asks, you're from the Siva Gunner, by the way, aren't you? The Siva Gunner comments, I recognize that name structure. How do you make good percussion, 8-bit or otherwise? Well, first of all, you use noise and DPCM in creative ways. You're aware of your sampling size and the quality of the purity of sound, the clarity of sound, rather. You take advantage of arpeggios in the noise channel, and you also, most importantly, are aware that a drum pattern is as much, a percussion line is as much the space in between your notes as it is the notes currently being played. Do not forget that the space in your line is very important. First base 789 asks, what has been the track that you've had the most fun making? I think I already answered that. So I'll tell you one that I'm working on right now. Aquatic Ambiance from Donkey Kong Country. I'm having a blast doing that, and I hope to get that out soon. I think I put my own spin on it. That's pretty good. TMM12 asks, how many cans do you own? 7. I own 7 cans. Great question. Derp the Dark Mage asks, can you make a tutorial showing how you make your chiptunes? Yes, I'd love to. No, I don't have the time right now, but I plan on it, and I'd like to. Titan of Plasma asks, positive. Not precisely a question. You know what, but it's a good statement, and you brought a lot of positive cheer in. Thank you. Kurt Hardee asks, can I become your apprentice and learn the ways of your musical wizardry? Well, I suppose if I made a tutorial, then you're all my apprentices. I don't know if I have a lot of wizardry to teach, but I'll do my best, so sure. The Rodger asks, can you make what I asked you all the way back on at least 1st of October? Didn't you ask for, like, Banana Phone or something? No, dude, I'm not doing Banana Phone. But I appreciate you asking. InkPlays asks, favorite memes, please. I like that one about the Ottoman Empire. Like, no, babe, I'm going out for a drink, but I won't besiege Constantinople. Hang on, let me find it. I know it's in here somewhere. Can I do this? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? It's around here somewhere. Let me answer the other question while I'm doing that. Make a Snow Halation cover, please. You and me both. I would love to make a Snow Halation cover. I absolutely love Snow Halation, but it's very hard to do. There's a lot of moving parts. I've tried at least 4 times. I think it's very telling that none of us have ever done it. Darn it, I can't find the meme. But anyway, yeah, I'd like to make a Snow Halation cover someday, maybe very soon. Stay tuned. Shinobubula did one that was fantastic recently for VGM Cast Volume 9. CriminalBunny asks, what is your favorite chip and how the hell do you use the FDS channel? My favorite chip is right now is the VRC7. I'll tell you when I figure out how to use the FDS channel. Highway Guy asks, have you ever considered working with the SID? Yes, because you and Movies 1 make absolute magic with the SID. Do I have time right now to learn something new? Nope, but I will soon, and I'd like to do it before I die. Chowder 77654 asks, is there any specific method you always do to create your originals? Yep, I try to create an atmospheric picture, I would say. I try to make you feel something. And also, how do you record? Do you map it out on piano first and then convert it to FamiTracker or something like that? I should, but I don't. I'll stream. You guys can find my streams, actually, on twitchtv.InstantTrain or whatever. Find my Twitch account. I've done some videos there of me making music, and it's terrible and messy and gross. Thanks so much, you're so cool. Thank you so much, you're so cool. What the hell was that? Just heard like Cthulhu outside my window. DaBraxMan asks, what is your favorite and least favorite Mario game? 64, Galaxy, those are my favorites. Least favorite, Mario Clash on the Virtual Boy, painful on the eyes. What's your favorite version of Animal Crossing? Wild World, I'd like to do covers from it someday. DaBraxMan, here's a good question. If the whale in your profile picture had its very own game, what genre of game would it be? I would say he would be flying around my whale in a game, and he'd be trying to get to the floating islands, and then I wouldn't have to write a new background music for that game. Gotcha. Ethan Vlachodimitris? I'm sorry, I probably got that wrong. What made you want to make music in FamiTracker? I wanted to recreate the NES sound from my childhood, but also kind of with new aspects and less limitation. Tasty Snacks 12 asks, what's it like working on Siva Gunner? It was a blast. I was just a musician. I didn't make any, managerial decisions or anything. I didn't direct the channel. But I was just a guy that made music, and it was an honor to be a part of it because it was hilarious and really fun. And the new guys are great, the new team. best of luck with Season 2, if any of you Sea Gunner people are listening right now. I love you, and maybe I'll come back to do a rip or something sometime. Invisoguy asks, which one of the Shovel Knight campaigns so far has been your favorite? Can you cite the reasons why they earned the place they did compared to the others? Plague of Shadows is my favorite. I love the story and characters. It's a love story that turns into a story about loving yourself, and I think that's a powerful narrative that we could all learn a little bit from. Shovel of Hope is my second favorite because I love the way that it combines DuckTales and Castlevania and Mega Man into something kind of RPG-like, but also action-oriented and fun. It is kind of a love letter of a buffet. As Video Game Donkey said, it's kind of a buffet of everything you loved as a kid. Spectre Torment is my third favorite. I love the action. It's fast and heavy and intense, and who doesn't love rail grinding? So I love that campaign too. What's my favorite track from Shovel Knight? Waltz for One. I would say Waltz for One because it captures a very particular emotional moment. That's my favorite in the series. ACFH asks, teach us your style. FDS plus funky FDS, Sawtooth, and MMC5 Pulse, and DPCM Funk Drums. That's my style, and I'm sticking with it. Sen-pi asks, what's the best Kirby game? I'd say Superstar Ultra. Because you get the most bang for your buck, like 5 different games, right? Milky Way Wishes, Spring Breeze, Gourmet Race, Quick Draw, all the little mini-games, all that stuff. Superstar Ultra. What is this song? Sen-pi was asking what song was in the original Q&A video, and the answer to that is Moonsetter by, who wrote that? I think Toby Fox for Homestuck. Go listen to that, Moonsetter, if you haven't heard that song. It's great. Hangon Sade, or Hangon Sade, I'm sorry, I'm not very good with names, asks, I got so pumped when I saw an opportunity to learn more about this awesome account that randomly brightens up my day once in a while. Your original works are absolutely incredible. Thank you, that's very flattering. I'm glad I could brighten your day. Did you start working on those after you were familiar with Family Tracker and transposing video game compositions, or did you already have some experience with creating your own music before this? Yes, that's exactly what happened, actually. I didn't know anything about theory, so I studied covers, I studied the greats, I asked questions, I joined forums, and eventually I learned if you put this note together and this note together, it sounds good, or, oh, what about this drum? Maybe that'll sound good with this song. And through that kind of experimental feeling out, reaching out format, I learned how to compose very slowly. I still don't think I'm very good at it, but I do my best and I have a lot of fun. I don't think I could ask for anything more. Beyond that, do you play any instruments as well? Yes, I played trumpet in high school. A lot. Jazz, orchestra, marching band, all that stuff. Heck yeah. Love brass. Were there any tricks that you learned early on that helped become acquainted with Family Tracker's layout that might help aspiring rookies? If you press space in OCC, you can drag things around. I didn't know that. Bind your octave change keys to your square brackets, and, oh, yeah, I think we're still recording my screen. If you go to Song and then populate unique patterns, that's really helpful. Try that out. If you go to Module and then Cleanup, you can remove things that don't belong. Saves file space on your files. Always helps. All those things. Don't forget note releases, guys. If you look right here, that's a note release. If you do this thing, which is the double lines instead of the single lines. Single lines are note cuts, double lines are note releases. They'll have a more natural fade to the note. Now you know 3 things. Thank you so much for being the cool. I'll stop my fanboying. You don't have to stop your fanboying. I don't get enough comments on this channel anyways. Thank you for being the cool. Thank you for your questions. It really means a lot that you'd ask all those. Thank you very much. Hangon Sade. You should request something sometime, dude, and I'll do it. I owe it to you that much for leaving such a nice comment. Razerek asks, do you know any music theory? Have you gone to school for music? Nope, self-taught. I watched 8-Bit Dan OCT's tutorial, as we all did, but I don't really know anything about theory, and I still don't. Do you prefer covering or making originals? I like both. Sometimes I get tired of one and I switch to the other for a while, but each one will inspire me, give me ideas to do new things in the other, so I think they're 2 halves of a whole. Would you make a cover that incorporated original song ideas into it? Okay, let's tackle this question. No, because I want to sell my music someday, and I want to be able to point to all my intellectual property as my own. But let's analyze what you said. Would you make a cover that incorporated original song ideas into it? Well, I'd say, Razorek, that what I do is not just reproduction. What I do is arrangement. I take songs and I add new sounds into them. I translate them into this language, this Famitracker, this chiptune. I work with limitations, so I study the song and understand what, the internal structure of it is, or what chords need to be spoken for the most. I add new drum patterns, I change the bass lines, I change the dynamics, I add volume changes, I add embellishment with things like note cuts or glissandos or glides or any of that. So what I do is not just reproduction, and I'm not just concerned with keeping my original ideas to just my original songs, because in order to do justice for you guys, I have to recontextualize the song or make it interesting, or make the song speak in a new way when it's brought into this new medium. So I would say that I do incorporate original ideas, they're just not necessarily melodic things or compositional things. I tackle each new song with a new toolkit. I want to make it as diverse as possible, and I want to make it sound like my style. So, I'd say that I do add original things. They're just not necessarily the things that you'd expect. But that was a fantastic question, though. So thank you for that. And with that, ladies and gents, I'm starting to get a Marco Rubio. My throat is starting to get very dry. I think we tackled all the questions. Wow, for the third time I've answered those. Thank you all so much, guys. God almighty, we have 750 plus subscribers. I can't believe that anyone would come in and listen to this stuff. You guys are fantastic. You leave nice comments. If you like what you see, please share it with your friends. I don't make a dime off this channel. I just do it because I love you. And I can't believe that a hobby of mine kind of got this far, that I was able to make a Q&A video. So, thank you guys. You guys mean the world to me. You really do. I really appreciate you coming by and listening to all this, and I really appreciate your questions, and I appreciate your support. Thank you so much for listening to my music. As an artist, it is very fulfilling to know that people care about what I make, and I promise that I don't take that for granted. So, thank you, everybody. I'm gonna go take a nap. Thank you all. Have a great day.